up on the internet, what do you see? Clickbait, politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged, who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led, to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to start the show, but there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast. Good morning and welcome to the GGHOP, the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. It is Monday, January 15th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. A person that thought that you should be judged by the content of your character, not the color of your skin. A viewpoint that some share today would make him a white supremacist. And joining with me, a real white supremacist, James Winford.
Oh, absolutely fucking
A
not.
true dyed-in-the-wool Nazi.
No.
And then also...
My Rolodex more eclectic than yours.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great.
It's Karen Haynes.
Yes.
Feeling great. And our special guest today from Large Sound LLC, it's Jay Large. Hello.
How's it going?
Thanks for coming on the show.
Good to be here.
Appreciate it. All right. Well, we're here. We're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia, Fry Pies Chicken, the like. I think they're open today. I'm pretty sure they're open today. The banks aren't open today.
No.
Post office, things like that. But they're open. They're out there. If you can get some chicken today, why not? They bring you all this.
If you can get out of the house and your car starts.
If your car starts, feel free to head to Wilson Farm Market today. We're also broadcasting from the tap room of Frankfurt Beer Works,
Frankfurt Beer Works.
right here in the heart of the Christian Ridge Historic District. So thank you to them as well. And you're working on some things, right?
Yeah.
You and your husband,
Yeah.
the crew at
We're
the
doing,
Frankfurt Beer Works,
Yeah. We're doing Dark Lord. We got
the Dark Lord.
24
Lord.
gallons sitting right behind him.
Okay,
And
go ahead, keep going.
I don't know. I think this was the first weekend we didn't brew something. So,
What kind of beer is Dark Lord?
Dark Lord is a stout.
A stout?
They ride in force tonight.
Yeah. It's,
The Led Zeppelin
it's going to
song.
be really good.
Nice brown beer.
So what's nice is almost black.
Almost black. Nice.
What's nice is you can take that 24 gallons and you can have different, it's the base and then different things, vanilla, coffee, or cherry, or there's all kinds of stuff you can do with it.
Nice.
So it's
Chocolate.
going to be good.
Fantastic. Jay, are you you're fine to take your, are you a beer fan? You like beer?
Yeah.
Over
More of a whiskey kind
Oh,
of
whiskey over
person,
beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like beer though.
Bourbon
Now, when
barrel.
you drink beer, you like the light stuff? You like the dark stuff?
I like the light stuff.
the light stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's some good light stuff. The
I
hoppy
don't have
stuff.
any light stuff today. No, I don't think I
crispin.
do.
You guys ever thought about doing other stuff like bourbon and things like that? Or just
Well,
beer?
we do bourbon barreled.
Oh,
We've
okay.
done 2 bourbon barrels and ran it 3 times or 2 or 3 times through.
Nice.
So yeah, we do a lot of stuff.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Delicious. And sometimes the guests have one.
Oh yeah.
Jay's got some work to do today, so he's not indulging.
Yeah.
Just having coffee, black coffee.
Yeah.
We're all just getting warm today.
A manly drink. Yes, staying warm today. But anytime you're inside out of this, it feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think after it gets to like 5 degrees, it should just say level of hurt rather
Yeah,
than like the
pain level.
temperature. Like, it's like -5. I'm like, what's that on like the hurt scale? Like, does it feel like needles hitting my face as soon as I breathe in and
There
go
should
outside?
be a color code. Something.
Yeah. Oh, it's dark blue or purple today.
Deep purple. Look out.
Deep purple.
Well, hey, something that won't hurt you one bit. Free food. How about some free food? Our giveaway, milk lemonade at Wilson Farm Market. Fudge is made. So a gallon of Dandy Breeze chocolate milk made at Dandy Breeze in Sheridan, a creamer, local creamery. Very good. And then about $90 worth of fudge or cookies from the bakery, something sweet.
Yes.
Last time it was the full $100 for anything you wanted. This one, we're sticking on the sweet stuff. Are you a fudge guy? You like fudge? It's too sweet.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
I like the chocolate kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Well, they got
Ice
loads of
cream.
them there. If you would like this, TheeGGHOP@gmail.com. It's what your grandparents used to do, I guess. The way it seems to be going. I'm sorry.
Telegraph.
I didn't know emails were gone. But if you can, TheeGGHOP@gmail.com. Hey, I want to win the contest. You're in.
We have a Twitter, right?
We have a Twitter. We've got an X. An
Yeah,
X.
that's Twitter.
We do. We've got an X. So that's good.
So hit us up, TheeGGHOP on the X or Twitter, whatever the fuck Elon's calling it today.
Okay. As somebody that takes care of it, I would help. It would be nicer if you do it on the Gmail. But I guess James is taking over the X account.
Oh,
He's still
Lord.
calling it Twitter.
It'll give you a notification. You'll be all right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we can do it that way too. I'm cool with that.
You gotta live in the know.
Karen, you good with that?
I'm just
Karen's good
sitting
with that.
here.
Just get a hold of us. You want to win this thing. And, we'll print it off when the February 2nd
Second.
on Friday. We'll draw and see who wins. And if you've won before, you can always win again. There's no limit here.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
At some point, it's going to be open to our families because that's all we got watching.
Don't ever say that on the microphone. Thank you. That's totally illegal. That's completely illegal. As you can see, it's a hell of a crew I got here today. Yeah. I got an idea. Why don't we cheat them? We'll just take all of it. We'll just take all of it if you don't. Also, if you win,
I need a shirt.
yes. If you win, you don't have it. You guys don't have it. You guys can have shirts. I forgot. If you win a shirt as well. Also, if you want to get a shirt, some people have asked, how can I buy one? How can I get one? You can just drop us a line at TheeGGHOP@gmail.com because we got the Dear Guy segment. If you want some, Jay, I don't know if you've ever needed some advice or
Not really. I'm kinda
relationship
old, so,
advice.
you know.
You've got good advice. So I'd love to give you your advice. It could be anything. Household construction, cleaning, sexual problems. I got you covered. It's Dear Guy who went to a college a second time in pursuit of a PhD in psychiatry, but failed and got a bachelor's in psychology, but did work in a psych lab, but ended up being a stay-home dad that worked part-time at a Pizza King. I can help you with whatever problems you have. I'm not a doctor.
Like Dallas Cowboys just lost depression.
Okay.
Try to talk some people out of.
Did they lose pretty bad? Don't they play today? Is there games today?
They played. Yeah, there's 2 games today.
Okay.
But the Cowboys, probably the best team they've had in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got their ass beat by the Packers.
Oh.
Yeah. There was
Sorry
no
out there.
weather-related issues either.
Okay. Just it's a bad game all the way around.
Yeah.
Well, also, if you'd like to see any of us half nude in jalapeno cheddar loaves, still got that out there. Need 100 subscribers or followers. We're looking for that.
Hit us up on Rumble.
Hey, if you got a friend out there, there's well over 40 people that have followed us now with the YouTube and the Rumble. So we got that going for us. So if you guys could just all tell one friend,
Yeah.
that'd be very helpful. We'd love that.
Very.
So let's start today since it's Monday. James, what'd you do this week? Anything exciting?
Worked.
Worked?
Yeah.
Working. And watching some football, I'm sure. A little.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay. But nothing else?
No, nothing else, man.
crazy stories
Just
from work?
Just dreading that this was here, this -5 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing for 2 days, just dreading.
Well, I know you got like another week of it. I think it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just for now.
It's been weird because we haven't. I mean, how many years has it been where we've had a long run? We usually had 2 days worth of this, and then it's gone, and then it was kind of mild the rest of the time. Like it'd usually be like 20-ish as cold.
Yeah. Now it's another level.
This is
So,
weird, and there's a lot of states that are getting it that usually don't get it either.
Yep.
That's when it's like
Frosty.
they get 35 degrees and they're all sliding off the road.
That's right.
Yeah.
Panic time. But when it's -5,
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah.
But here we are. We're good. Well, I'm glad you had a good weekekend. You worked, got paid,
Yeah.
got some money. Karen, do anything fun this weekend? Past weekend?
We went to Tipton, and there's a brewery, or it's like a tap house. I don't know the name of it. Damn it! And I was thinking, if the camera wasn't on him, I would have Googled the place. But they
Beautiful
just
downtown
opened.
Tipton.
Yes.
They just opened, and it's a place where you can pour your own beer, and you get charged by the amount you pour.
They have those in California.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
They got
Does it have it at your table?
no, you get a little cards, and you hold the card up like
Yeah.
to the tap, and you choose how much you want to pour.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Just getting rid of just AI getting rid of servers.
I know. Who needs them? A
It's a little expensive for sure.
little expensive to do
It's
that.
a little expensive,
Okay.
but you know, it was still a lot of fun.
Usually
I
if you're
got
making
hooked
that-
on a cider, a peach cider.
Oh,
yeah.
my.
It was really good.
Those will get you.
It was really
You
good.
liked it?
Oh, yeah.
Very tasty. Think you
Very
make a
tasty.
cider here sometime? Like that style? You know what I mean? I like those.
No,
Okay,
I don't
no,
know.
no.
I don't know if we've done cider.
Is the card thing, is it just for, was it just beer? Or is it wine? Is it like whiskey and shots?
I don't know if
Skee
there's
ball.
wine there.
That's
little
what
bit of-
keep all the
No.
pencil set.
Tickets.
They have a bar as well, but
That's what you need to order, like a mixed drink there.
yeah,
can't
you
just-
can.
okay.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just for
think
the
you
beer.
have to use the card for that. But anyway, it's just a neat thing.
Now, when you go to these places, do these give you ideas for what things you want to do? Do you guys try different ones to see what it's like? And maybe we should do one like this. Is it kind of
Yeah.
feeling out the competition
Yeah.
like thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
very we critique beer a lot.
Now, did you go there for a certain reason? Was it somebody's birthday?
Just to go
Just try it out.
and hang out with one of our brew partners, and
Okay.
so it was cool.
Had you been there before? Was this all new to you?
We went opening day,
Okay.
which was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, so
And,
it's new.
Yeah,
Brand
it's
new.
Oh.
What's the name of the place in Tipton again?
So that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
You don't
didn't know.
remember? Yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember.
It's that peach stuff still rolling around in there.
Yeah.
God damn it. I want to come with you today. Done with this shit.
Yeah.
He asked me first, guy, now why did you decide to do this? I'm like, for the money and the respect I get. Good. Good Lord.
Yeah, I just wish I could remember.
She drank
I wanna
herself
maybe say
stupid. She
Tap
can't help it.
House, but I don't
The
know.
Tap House in Tipton. Find them on Facebook.
Yeah, it was really
Catch it.
It was fun.
Catch it on Twitter.
Well, Tipton's not very big, so there can't be a whole lot of them.
No, there's
Yeah,
not.
it's got to be somewhere.
It's the only
Yeah.
one.
Tipton. Well, I think maybe the reason you're a little off too, as people can see, you've got some special things on your head.
Yes, I've been waiting.
Those are the antlers, the
Just came
special
today.
antlers we've talked about that my wife wore over for a Christmas party, and your husband thought was fantastic.
I know.
And now he's at work today
Yeah, but he'll be home
because he
early.
doesn't care about racial relations. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
God, who works today? What kind of sicko? No, but he's coming home early. Right? You said he's only doing like a half day, right? He's waiting for a couple things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And then he's going to come home a little early.
I love insulting people who aren't here to defend themselves. That's the best part.
The house is empty. And
Well,
you're-
there's one kid home.
There's
The other
one
kid will
kid.
be home before too long.
they can go
But we
somewhere.
don't care.
Put on the noise. Put
Sorry.
on the noise cancel.
Oh my
headphones.
goodness, kids. Get on the internet.
Get on the Fortnite.
So you're excited about this afternoon?
Yeah.
That's good. Should be warm in the Haynes house.
Yep.
Okay. How about you, Jay? Did you have an exciting weekend?
Yeah, I spent most of the weekend at the Franciscan Hospital, and my daughter's in labor, and
Your daughter is in labor. What you said, child number 2.
yep,
This is the second one. Okay.
Yep.
Is it going to be a boy or a girl?
little boy.
Little boy.
Yep.
And the first one was a girl?
Yep.
So now we've got, does
Perfect
she
family?
say, is this it? Now I got a boy and a
yeah.
girl, I'm done?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're
she's
done. Okay.
Start
Okay.
getting dogs and cats now.
Totally done.
All right.
Yeah,
Understood.
she said that many times.
Is there a lot of years between the two kids?
Just a year.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
I got
right.
3, and there's just a year in between all of
Nice.
us.
Get in there and get done. Okay. Fair enough. All right. And you got to be excited.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
My wife's very excited.
Excellent. So then in the next couple days, he should be arriving
I would say probably by the end of the week.
into the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
All
was
right.
a little early. That's why she's in the hospital.
And does he have a name already picked out and ready to go?
Yep,
What is it? What's his name?
River Wayne.
River Wayne.
Yep.
On this weekend. Catch
Yep.
him this weekend.
That already
I hope
sounds.
so.
That already sounds like some guy
River
that plays
Wayne.
like a slide guitar.
I know,
or
that's
something.
very-
Yeah, that already
yeah.
sounds really good. Yeah.
Got to be
How
in a
early?
band.
How early is she right now?
Just she's only probably a week and a half, 2 weeks early.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
That's not too
so
bad.
good.
And the
That's not too
baby's
bad.
fine. Everything's good.
Yeah.
And
Cool, cool.
yeah,
My
we're pretty
youngest
excited.
was 29 weeks early.
Wow.
Oh, he was born at 29 weeks.
One of your sons?
Yeah, Matthew.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That was the weekend that happened. She was at some place
Oh.
in Tipton drinking like a fucking fish. And that's why that son has a weird ear.
Yeah.
From sort of
Got
No,
your
I thought
stories
you knew
mixed up.
I thought you knew the true story. of why
No,
he
I
came
don't. I
early,
don't know what I'm talking about.
But that's all right. We'll
What's the
leave
true
it.
story? Is it
I
did something
can't-
happen that made it?
Well,
Was he your first or your second one?
my third.
This is
Third,
your
right.
last child. It
Last
came
child.
way early. What?
Yeah.
Why did it happen?
Well, I didn't have enough amniotic fluid, so literally just nothing.
Oh, my.
And they put me in the hospital the day before Thanksgiving, and he was born on December 17th.
Damn.
So I stayed in the hospital
Like
that
three
long.
or 4
Whoa,
weeks.
In the
Karen.
morning of the 17th, it's like I have a heart condition, and so the stress level, I just peaked, and I went into labor, and
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh my. Then was he then in something special after that? Like
yeah,
for a
he
few
didn't
weeks,
come
like
home
incubator?
till he
thing?
didn't come home till February 14th. He actually
Valentine's Day.
blew out both of his lungs. He was on it was freaking
Damn.
scary.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a true preemie? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
One of the major things I remember the most is
Like 4 or 5 pounds, something like that.
he was 2 pounds, 1.5 ounces.
Wow.
No, that can't be right.
I was gonna say it's like a.
Well,
I don't know. Hell, there's a lot of alcohol that does a lot of damage to your brain.
I was gonna say, I'm glad you gave up the
I
battery
didn't like
acid
2
you were.
pounds,
He was all right. So she just started
He's
filling that
good.
part of her brain with hops.
He's
It's all
Yeah,
good.
good enough. He's fine
Yeah.
now.
He's all good.
Anyway.
Lungs are good.
Yep.
Looking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's not the one we
Yeah.
just talked to, right? That's
no,
the other one.
that's the other one.
No, that one's lungs are great,
Yeah, he's all right. He's all good.
filled with stuff from California. Well, I'm glad that your newest grandson is on the way.
Yep.
And you spent the weekend in the hospital with your daughter hanging
Yeah,
out in there.
yeah,
Were you comfortable? Did they make you comfortable in there?
It's a great hospital.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now is
But
it,
the chairs aren't real comfortable.
of course. Now when you go do something like that, were you then allowed to stay all night there and,
Oh, yeah.
and be
Yeah,
part of
they
it?
don't
Okay,
say
okay.
anything.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe last night did you sleep at the hospital too?
No, I was at home. last
Okay,
night.
you got
my
some
wife's over there.
Good rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, this weekend I did something kind of fun.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Well,
Did
this
you use
weekend
the
was
ears?
what's that? No, heavens no. You kidding me?
Damn.
Those ears have been out in my truck for 2 weeks. Need to bring them in. No, I'm kidding. This weekend was the 30th anniversary for the movie Blue Chips
Oh
for
yeah.
Frankfurt, Indiana, and they were having this big thing in Case Arena.
Huge.
So about a month ago, my wife asked me if I wanted to go to this game, these tickets and this stuff, and I told her no. And the reason is because Blue Chips. I mean, have you seen the movie?
Nope.
Okay, James.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You've seen.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I still haven't seen the movie. Okay,
Finally, we're on the same page.
there we go. Now we know what we're doing.
But I basically explained it to you in about
Sure.
a paragraph.
And I know, and
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen the trailer, and
Did you
I've
say
seen a
it
few
sucks?
pieces.
Would I say it sucks? No, I say it's dated.
Yeah, it is.
It's just dated.
Yeah, I the little bits I watched.
Nick
the
Nolte movies are all kind of dated. Yeah.
Okay. I just thought it was kind of funny. The parts I saw. I mean, really, it was kind of it's. I don't know.
It's not a bad movie.
Yeah, no, it's different. Not completely what I thought, but anyhow. So they shot this here over 30 years ago, and we had tickets, and we had to buy the tickets. Okay, and there were these 4 games they played, and it's about I'm sure you've probably seen it. If not, it's a basketball movie about a fake college, and but full of NBA players, real people, real coaches. So they were filming here, and we had these tickets. I go the first night, and it's a huge. I mean, everybody's there. It's this big deal. And I bring my ticket, and I was on the second row. So the first 2 games, I was on the second row. So maybe I could be in the movie, right? As I'm walking up, there's a kid, and somebody asks him if they'll sell his ticket. And somebody was like, well, I'll give you $60 for a ticket. And the kid was like, oh, no, whatever. And I said, I don't know why, but I'm like, I got a ticket for sale, and mine's on the second row. This group surrounds me. These older guys. And this guy's like,
Yeah, it's been 40,
he's like-
45,
he's
45,
like-
50,
I'm like,
55,
yeah.
55, 60.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's on the second row. And the guy's like, oh, I'll give you $100 right now for that ticket. Yeah, I paid like $5 for this ticket.
You know how many Genesis games that would have been?
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, no, I think I still want to go in. And when I turn around, there's a guy with $300 bills. He's like, I'll give you $300 for that ticket. I'm like, well, there you go.
So,
So I gave him that ticket. Then I marched across the street to a gas station, had a quarter in my pocket, used a payphone, called home, told Mom, I need the other 3 tickets, a piece of cardboard, and a marker. And tickets for sale, walked back across. The other one sold for another $300.
damn.
The other ones were crappier ones that nobody wanted, so I kept those. And then there were just tickets out for the other game. You could sit at the top. I went to all the games, and made $600.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my blue chip story for there. Okay. So that was fun. Got to go, got to see it all. Good time. So then the movie came out, I guess, and I just kind of missed it or whatever. So
Everybody kind of did. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I think this town is like 90% of its views, probably.
probably so, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you something in a minute that's changed my mind a bit on that was, so anyhow, she asked me, do you want to go to this? I said, oh, you know what? Hadn't seen the movie, went and had a good time, just not really that involved in it. So then last week, she's like, hey, I've still got an extra ticket if you think you want to go. I'm like, again, you guys will have a good time. I'm just not. I also asked her who was playing because I thought maybe they're recreating some type of game.
Calvert Cheney's out there.
And yeah, no, it was just Rossville, local town, against Frankfurt. And then Rossville wore IU jerseys. And then Frankfurt wore Western, because that's the made-up
Dolphins,
university.
right?
The Dolphins, yeah. So that's how they were redoing it. So I'm like, I'm good.
They did from the pictures I saw.
Yeah.
They did a really badass job on that court.
Oh, they did.
They made it look real nice.
The whole event was really well done,
Yeah.
and it was packed to capacity. So she's like, "Hey, are you sure you don't want to go?" I'm like, "Again, you guys will have a good time. It'd be fine." And then she was scrolling through her phone, looking. She's like, "Well, let's see." And something. Oh, she's like, at 7:30, Jason Wells is doing the national anthem, and I was like walking through doing something. I said, "Yes, that's how I'll go. If he wants me to be his roadie." And then I get to walk through velvet ropes and sit in like the champagne room and stuff like that with all the famous people where I don't have to touch anybody, then that's how I'm going. But he's not going to ask me. He's not. I'm not. And so I'm not going. But that's how I go. Yeah, I'll go with Jason Wells when he asked me to go. Well, then 2 days later, I had to go to Jason Wells' house for something related with you and your beer company that you guys are doing. Yeah. And so I get to Jason's and I tell him the whole story. This long story that you've all been a part of. And I said, so, that's what I told him. I said, I'd go if I was, your roadie or something, And he's like, well, actually, would you want to come along and carry my stuff? Like, okay, sure. And I told him, I said, that's great because partially I think it'd be fun, but also I can't wait to get back home. And then, we had band practice later that night. And Drew, our other guitar player, he was like, so you agreed to go to this game and do this despite your wife in this way. I'm like, and my son. So just to get home and tell him, guess who's the roadie? So with Jason, that was a lot of fun. I mean, Jason was our first guest here. Yeah. And, we invite him in. It's a pretty nice studio. Jay, you said it's beautiful in here. Of course, we have beers for them to sample. You get to, sit down and talk about your business or your music or whatever. And it's just a relaxed, easygoing atmosphere. And so I guess Jason thought a good way to repay that is to have me lug his shit around in the cold. And so I really appreciated all that, Jason's idea. And no, it's fun. No, well done. Had it all went off that hitch. It was really great. But you said people around here, before the actual game started, they put up these screens and were showing some different clips from like the past and some people who couldn't be there saying they couldn't be there, that kind of thing. The 3 referees for the game are standing here next to me. And at one point, this referee looks down at my son and is like, hey, have you seen this movie? And my son was like, I watched about 20 minutes of it today. And he did. We were watching some. And he goes, oh, when you get older, he goes, I won't spoil it for it. It's a good movie. And he looked at me, he's like, one of my top 5 movies ever. Totally. Top 5 movie. I'm like, oh, man, cool. All right. So, yeah, this guy was into it. So I think maybe if you're way into that, you might love this movie. And I think a lot of people around here that aren't here around did like it.
Yeah.
There was an interview with Shaquille O'Neal, and somebody asked him, said, hey, would you ever do a second one? Like, would you do Blue Chips 2? He's like, if they ever asked me, I'd love to do it. So there you go.
What was ever the reasoning behind them actually having it at Case Arena?
There was the video before. The reason is because they said they wanted to do this basketball movie in some kind of stadium. They were shooting in the summer for this, and they didn't feel they could go a lot of places where people are into basketball or would care enough. So I can't film it in California somewhere because they're all practicing and doing things. No one wants to come inside and be a part of this. So William Friedkin's the director who did, I think, like the French Connection and several other movies. So he was saying that I thought Indiana, somewhere in Indiana would be good because these people actually like basketball. They know the rules, how it works. And it would be,
That's also one of the
show up.
oldest places that there is in the state.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great place too.
It's literally in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
It's huge.
Yeah, for Case back
Named
in the
for
day.
Everett Case, who was a coach that won several state championships back
Like
in
in
the
the teens?
08s and
Yeah, the
teens and
teens.
things like that. So he said that was the reason because people were really good fans here. Now, I thought I heard this. It was kind of hard to hear in the gym, this video, some parts of it. But I'm almost sure, and I maybe want to go look it up, and I haven't done it before the show, but I am going to go look it up. There's an interview with William Friedkin, and he said, I'm almost sure this is what he said, because the other part I want to tell you about all this was when I bought the tickets, okay, my brother, who's older than me, 15 years older than me, we were able to buy tickets from the bookstore. And you could get one ticket per game or maybe 2 tickets per game, and the students got to buy them first, okay? I think they were $5 or $10 a piece, so I either spent 20. Well, my parents either spent $20 or $40 on these tickets, okay? And they didn't mind.
That's why James didn't go.
Yeah. Well, then I get home and I get these tickets. Eventually, they come in a couple weeks. We order them, and my brother was over. He says, "What do you have?" I said, "Well, they're gonna film a movie here, and I bought these tickets because it's the basketball, and we're gonna be in the background, like extras and stuff." He's like, "Yeah." Hollywood is so smart. They found a place where people are obviously the dumbest they could possibly be. He's like, do you know if they shot that out in California, they'd have paid you. You just paid them to be in the movie. Oh, God, people are so stupid. And then I was like kind of hurt for a minute.
That's legit, though.
No, and then I thought about it later. I'm like, with my brother and I, you know what? I am the Billy Carter. He is the smart one. I am the dumb one. But I guess we all were duped. So, yeah, but in the video I'm watching, why I say that too, William Friedkin, I just couldn't catch it. And people cheered or said something. He's like, and the beauty too was that we were going to get paid to do this. Like he said it. Like I didn't have to pay extras. I'm almost sure. He's like, I'm going to this town and they're actually going to pay us
to be here.
I'm like, oh, you chintzy, slimy little shits. No, great guy. He's dead. We
Put
can
the
talk.
town
We
on
can say what we want now.
Put the town on the map, though.
Very much.
Yeah, for that.
And I had a great time. Don't get me wrong. It was a good time. And the event there was really great. Well put on. Good job by everybody. The only thing I'm going to say, now I'm going to move on from that. It's been quite a long story.
Throw away your Western University shirts.
Woo, WU. Jason and I, and he had a friend and his daughter, we all kind of went in there and we were doing the sound check early, okay, before 4:00. And got that all taken care of, leaving everything there, then leaving for a bit and coming back. So they weren't letting people in until 4:30. It was like 4:15. Okay. And 4:15 on Saturday here, it was like, I don't know, really freezing cold, windy, snowy, crappy weather.
That was right when it was changing to the terribleness. Yes. That was when the wind literally picked up, was right about then. Yeah.
It's like a tundra.
Yeah.
Okay. And I walk outside, and as I walk outside, I see another person who'd been on this podcast before, Don Stock.
Oh, yeah.
And Don Stock is coming there to do the game on the radio with someone else. And as I look and see him, he's got everything in his hands. I turn around, and then when I turn around and look, there's a woman who's got like a walker with the wheels and a guy that's probably 90. Okay. They're both very old. And so, oh, hey, I'll get the door for you too. And hey, Don, come right on here. And I open this door. Don starts coming up. Well, some young kid from in here, okay, again, I don't know who this kid was, glasses, blue chip shirt, just helping out. He's like, excuse me, if you're part of the production or something like that, you're allowed to come in, but otherwise we don't let people in until 4:30. And so I'm like, well, this guy's doing the game. So Don went in, but then, yeah, they totally put these 2 old farts out in the cold for like another 15
Oh
minutes.
my God, just let them in.
God, let these people in.
That's literally why they call it grandfathered in, right?
Oh my
Get these people in here.
God. And so if you went there and had that happen, I'm really sorry. And then I felt bad. I'm riding back with Jason. Like,
If you made it through the night, we hope you.
well, there was several EMTs on call. But I told Jason, was driving away, I'm like, damn it, that was I should have said like, don't you know Everett Case? This is his only surviving son.
Yeah, like
I
so.
should've
Oh
made something
yeah.
up. This is Don
Yeah.
Stock's parents, and they're actually helping with the bra. I should have thought of something to get them in there. I wasn't thinking because I never thought that
Like this is Nick Nolte's parents or something.
that we would make aged people sit out in the cold. But other than that, and maybe it was just them. And who knows? Maybe a minute later, an older person was like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
Let them in. I mean, for all I know, they let them right in. I'm just saying, I kind of felt bad. You guys need to wait out there. That's okay. Other than that, great. Okay, so that was my weekend. That was the excitement, I guess. So a lot of fun, and I guess we'll see him in another 30 years.
Yeah.
But there were a few famous people signing autographs. I didn't know quite who they were, but Bobby Knight didn't make it.
Too soon.
No respect.
Too soon.
No respect. No, I love Bobby Knight. I was, because they were
It
telling me.
sounds like it.
Well, no, they were telling me before too. Like, well, there's famous.
What school
people.
did you go to again, Bill?
I went to Purdue, but and how many Purdue athletic events did I go to? None. I went to one when I was a third grader. That was it. I didn't go to any of it, and they were great then. They went to the Rose Bowl and did all sorts of things. All right, this has been focused on me for a long time. We need to get out of here. So enough of my story.
It
about
says
my
with
weekend.
Bill Gant on the back of the
It
shirt.
does, but I don't like to eat up all the time. Okay,
right,
so today, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, holiday for most. Well, really,
No.
not for most businesses and things. Banks are closed and post office, and government.
Government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But also a lot of places too. I think they closed too. Really.
I think it's kind of half and half.
Yeah.
At this
And
point.
I think they used to do more basketball today. I remember they used to do big games on like MLK Day and like Christmas.
You talking
now-
You talking college, high school,
Pro basketball.
pro
It used to be
basketball?
like pro.
Oh yeah, NFL's done killed all that.
Yeah. Now the NFL is today.
Yeah.
The playoff games are today.
Well, they had to move the game that was going to be played in Buffalo because of the snowstorm that hit to Monday. It was going to be 1:00 yesterday.
Okay.
Now it's 4:30 today.
So that was moved because of the weather.
Yeah,
So
because they had that weird lake effect from Erie plus the stuff going at it all at once.
is there another game then, or that's still?
Yeah, then the Eagles and Tampa Bay play at Tampa Bay.
Oh.
8:00. Yeah, I took the day off of work.
That's your team.
Yeah,
What time is it? 4:30.
No, that the Bills Steelers is 4:30, and then the Eagles are at 8.
Yours is 8:30.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You took the next day off.
Yeah.
Very good. How you feel about the game, James?
I think we'll lose, but it'll be close.
Okay.
Honestly,
Is
because
it at Tampa?
yeah, there's so many people that we got that are hurt, and then everybody else is just complaining.
Great.
So yeah, it's one of those.
They're ready to go home.
Right.
They're ready for vacation.
I think the offensive and defensive coordinators they left last year when we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they replaced them with guys that weren't as good, and it just shows. And then everybody gets pissed off whenever they're not winning.
Time for some rebuild.
Yeah, I think they're just going to get rid of everybody.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Maybe
don't
they'll
care.
win.
No, I don't care. Shit.
I forgot.
I don't care.
2 weeks ago, this guy gave it up. He's,
No, I'm all
he's
good.
moving on. So that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. So some excitement tonight.
If they make it back to the Super Bowl at some point, everybody knows I'm a fan. I'll just be
Yes.
like, "Yep, got another one."
You're okay. You've spent a lot of time with them. We won't give you
Yeah.
a hard time.
30 years of my life. That's enough dedication.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
a lot of yelling.
I don't know if I've said it on here before, so I'll say it again. I used to be a big football fan. Jay, are you into football? You
Not into
not at-
sports, all music. Yeah.
all music? Okay. Well, for a long time, I was a San Diego Chargers fan, and then
One of the 5.
yes, there's all 5 of us, and now I was on wife number 2. Well, I mean, I was just dating this second person who's going to be my wife, and she was
I
saying,
like how you say that because then it makes me think that there's going to be a number 3. That's the worst
There's
part of
not.
numbering them like that.
"Well, there shouldn't be." I mean, good Lord. Well, I mean, if something would
You just say
happen,
my
I mean,
current
what if
wife.
something happens?
You just say my current
Am I
one.
not allowed to get remarried if, like, I mean, like,
No, that's
it's
it.
an airplane
You
crash.
already announced that you're done. So
No.
I mean, if there's a,
You're
at the bottom of a lake or something wrapped up or something, some weird thing like that, if that would happen, or they would just go missing. You know what I mean? Anyhow, now I'm all confused by what I was talking about.
yeah. I don't think it.
You got me so off the cuff. So, like in the San Diego Chargers, this person came up, and on Sundays I would go then to like a bar with friends and watch it. And she was like, have you ever thought about maybe watching it at home or something? I'm like, look, the San Diego Chargers have been screwing me much longer than you have, dear. And so, therefore, that's the joke. It wasn't even on a card, and it still isn't funny. So MLK Jr. today. No, really seriously. In all seriousness, very nice. Judge by the content of your character, not by the color of your skin. That's a good idea.
It is.
That's right. We're individuals. Treat people like individuals. Treat people like you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up, and go make them laugh today. Goodbye.
no, don't say something on the internet you wouldn't say to somebody's face.
Yeah, we just
And if you would say
Be
some of that
yourself.
shit to somebody's face and it's terrible, well, fuck you.
you could just do whatever you want. You know
I
what
mean, apparently you can.
Just be nice to people. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. Very good. So, other than that, it's also a very special day. Well, also we're halfway through the show. We got.
Bam.
I know it goes fast when you're yakking on about blue chips. We're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia. That's who brings us all this. Scott Wilson will be here sometime in February. Had to reschedule. Busy with the home show, the Indianapolis home show that's going on in the next couple weeks in Indianapolis. Big thing. You ever been to the home show? I bet you've been to the home show.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you bring something here from the home show? Use those ideas? Mm-hmm.
No. This was already done before I went to the home show.
Okay.
I think I just went 2 years ago. For the first
Just to
time.
look, just to have fun.
There's
James,
a
I
lot of
bet
a lot
you
of
don't go to the home
expensive.
show.
I've been to it once. Yeah, there's a lot of expensive stuff down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Jay, you ever go to the home show in
I
Indy?
go all the time. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
No,
I've never.
it's
Get in
okay. It's
there.
a big
Try to
event.
get in there.
What's that other one? There's like the boat sport travel
Boat sport
thing.
and travel show. That's
I have
there,
been to that
huge.
one a few times. Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think it's got the squirrel ski in there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Batman's original car. Car Quest World of Wheels.
World of Wheel. I have been to like all those.
Couple
I like
of those.
I've been to a bunch of those.
Truckosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to
Yeah.
one where they were hopping all the cars that had
Nice.
hydraulics and stuff. Yeah.
Well done.
There was one that had like sparks and shit flying off of it.
So that's where our fearless sponsorship is today. They're down there. But he'll catch us sometime in February. Very busy guy. Glad to have him. Of course, we still got the lemonade, milk, lemonade.
Whatever.
That Wilson Farm Market I just made. The
You
GGHOP.
provide the lemonade.
You provide the lemonade. That's right. So that's out there too. We thank you for that. So also today, very special day. It's National Bagel Day. Hell of a response there. Holy shit. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of fun. I'm glad I could drop that on you. Anybody want to start with this one? Anybody want to say how they feel about bagels?
Don't
Jay,
ever-
let's start with you. Jay, are you a bagel
They're
guy?
good. I like bagels.
You like bagels? Now, what kind of bagel do you like?
Anything. I like all of them.
Yeah.
But if they have raisins in them or something like that,
You don't like the fruit flavored
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Okay. Savory. What do you put on your bagel?
just
what do you,
cream
what do you,
cheese.
Just cream cheese plain. Okay. All
Yep.
right. Tasty.
They're good.
Karen, do you like bagels? Or not
I
into that?
do. I love bagels. I think the toasters need to be readjusted because you can never get them really toasted well. You always have to run them through twice.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That is
so
true.
Some engineer dude should think of that stuff.
I've seen a few that do
Make
have
the
like
world better.
I've seen a few that do have like bagel settings or like a width thing
Yeah,
too,
but
but
it
it doesn't
doesn't
seem
matter.
to really
It just
help.
doesn't-
You just have to do it twice.
It should rotate it.
That's a good idea. What are you doing here?
Rotation.
But you do eat bagels. Do you like the fruit ones? Do you eat them all? Do you like the everything bagels?
I like mostly plain bagels and butter and peanut butter, or butter and cinnamon and sugar, cream cheese.
Sweet style. Okay. James, you into the bagels?
No,
Don't care for that.
Never really cared for them.
Do you like bread in general, or are you not a bread
Oh,
guy?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But never been into the bagel stuff.
Not really.
How about the
to me?
English-
They're kind of like pretzel buns. Like
They are kinda like
yeah, and I'm not really into that kind of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wouldn't be interested in the Wilson Farm Market pretzel bread that sells so well?
No.
That stuff sucks, says James. That's okay. It's all right. Bagels for me. I do love bagels. I like the everything bagel
Oh yeah.
or onion. I'm like you. I don't care much for the fruit ones because I like cream cheese on it. But then here's what you do with bagels, which not like it's that special. That's what you make your sandwiches out of. So I put cream cheese on, then put whatever meat or whatever, and maybe a slice of the Kraft cheese too. Why not? And I just eat a big bagel witch. I love to eat sandwiches on bagels instead of bread, stuff like that. I
You got
love that.
dentures. That's a little difficult.
I don't have dentures. Okay. I've got several holes in my teeth, but and which the poppy seeds and things get in. But yeah, love the everything bagels. Now in the story we kind of got around. There's not much of a story. It was just several little stories. So if you're into bagels, look at your favorite bagel place because I think today and some like Einstein is for the whole month. They've got giveaways. If you sign up for their club, they'll give you free bagels today. It's also with a purchase. So that's what I'm saying. Like with our stuff. I'm saying,
we're
you can
easy.
just send in something and not even watch or give a shit, and I'll give you something. But these people, you got to come in, you got to sign up for the stuff and buy something, and then we give you something. I don't know if that's much of a giveaway.
The racket.
It's kind of a racket, but also several places. If you're in a big city, like New York, places, the neighborhood bagel style shop. I'm sure they got things going today too. Yeah. Exciting bagel talk. Okay, let's move on from bagels. The hell with that. We got a real guest here. We can talk about fun stuff.
Yes,
This is
yay.
Jay Large. He is from Large Sound LLC. You're also a drummer in a band called For Pete's Sake. Mm-hmm. Okay, so start at the top. How'd you You said we were talking a little bit before everything. You were a drummer from a very little age, or young.
Yeah. I started when I was 7.
Okay.
And what kind of a cool story on that.
Yeah.
What started, I was at my cousin's when I was young. I was probably 5. And I don't know if you're familiar with Rush, the band Rush.
Yes.
Yes.
Big fan, by the way.
You might need to explain it to Michael. He doesn't know anything about him.
You don't know anything about
But he
music
loves
over there.
Rush.
Yeah.
He's way into it. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm in there, and they had a big old stack of records, and the very top was All the World's a Stage album, and there's a set of drums there, and I just instantly
Saw that.
heck is
I want that.
And I talked to my dad about it. I'm like, what is that? And he's telling me, not knowing my dad was a drummer,
Yeah.
and so I bugged him for a year straight. I want a set of drums. I want a set of drums, and he's like, nah, that's a big responsibility. Drums are expensive and
Loud.
So that Christmas when I turned 7, I finally got a set.
All right.
And he sit down and he plays them for me, and I'm thinking my dad's a freaking rock star.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
Oh, sure.
lost it. And he shows me a basic 4/4 beat, and I picked it up like in an hour. And then he was showing me something else, and I just kept on. And eventually, I was 12, I think. Yeah, I was 12 years old. There was a contractor at our house doing stuff who was a guitar player, had a band. They were looking for a drummer, and he heard me just playing around on some stuff. Next thing I know, I'm playing in bars.
Whoa, you're 12.
Sweet.
You're 12. At 12 years
Yeah,
old.
Yeah.
So how did that work? Did you have to come in, like do the little warm up and then wait outside until it was
Yeah,
time
I
to-
had to stay on the stage. I had to stay so many feet away from the bar and all this stuff.
Yes.
And, we had to actually get a thing from, I can't remember who the judge was in Frankfurt, but a signed work permit sort of thing.
To allow you
Saying
in.
I could be in there. Yeah.
Whoa. When
Yeah,
you were
it was-
12.
It was cool. Yeah.
So you had to be thinking when you were 12, you're in a band? Were you the coolest kid in the damn school?
Oh, it was all, well, the
Man.
main thing is I didn't really tell a lot of people. I just didn't,
Well, like that.
I wasn't like
Keep it
that.
on the
you know?
down low.
Yeah.
Like secret.
Yeah.
All right. So you started, and you said your first. What was the album you looked at? That you that
All
was-
the World's a
All the
Stage.
World's a Stage.
Yeah.
Now, see, my brother had one, and it was Moving Pictures.
Yeah.
And I looked at that, and I think there's a nude woman on that, isn't there?
Uh,
Or a half? Isn't
carrying.
there a part of
No.
it partially nude? I'm getting the no.
No, that's Cherry Magazine.
That's just
Yeah.
one of them. I thought had a nude one, and I was
Because
going to make a joke about
I
how.
was going to say me and my dad had a similar story, but I
Yeah.
found his porno magazine.
Yeah, I was gonna
restroom
say
when I was like,
that's where I was kind of
That had
heading.
you got
Daddy,
in
what is
porn,
this?
yeah.
Yes, I was kind of heading.
It was
with
not a
that.
drum set. A nice
good.
pair of bongos,
Yeah.
but not a drum set.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're 12-year-old, you're drumming, you then what? Did you keep going and still stay in bands? Then to
Yeah,
teenage
yeah.
years,
I
20s?
continued to play, with different bands, and
Okay, and you did some
Um,
touring,
and then got out of high school and was on the road for a couple of years, and
and you were drumming with Jason Wells, right?
not then.
not then, not
yeah,
then.
I think Jason was probably still in
Still,
school.
still a young guy. He was still a young guy. Then. But what was the band you were in that were?
It was called The Still. It was a
Still.
band from Indianapolis. Yeah.
Okay, and did you go states away? I mean, you were actually.
Oh yeah, we were all over the place. And played a lot in Broad Ripple. Played at the Vogue and Patio, which I don't think is there anymore.
Were you in the band you were in? Were you the youngest person in the band?
No, I think we were all about the same.
Everybody's
age.
about the same
Yeah.
age. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you remember? Is there one or two stories that stick out from that era? Anything wild and crazy you can remember? Or
Wow,
pretty
you
smooth.
could write a book. It's you just see all kinds of stuff, and you
Yeah.
meet really cool people, and we played one bar in Elkhart, Indiana one time. We had a female singer too, and we're there for the weekend and played the first night, and she's like, "Man, everybody's really talking to me and stuff and paying attention to me," and she was a cute little blonde, and then later on that night, she come up and she said, "Some girl just asked me out." She was all freaked out about it. It was a lesbian bar.
That's where you were playing.
Yeah, and she had no
She
idea.
had no idea why everybody. Oh.
We didn't either when we first got there, but after
Okay.
the first set, we're like, okay,
Yeah.
I know where we are.
It's a bunch of women watching hockey.
And then,
was
and
your
then
first
she
one.
didn't want to go back out. You know, she was all freaked out. We're like,
she's
oh,
scared.
hey, it's okay.
No, go back out there.
You're good.
Ham that stuff up, man.
Yeah, we'll
Get
get
the
to come
tips.
back.
We're gonna do our Melissa Etheridge covers.
That's right. Come to my window.
Come to my window.
So she was that scared her a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Now, how about you? Were you part of in that band? Did you all write music together? Was some person just doing the writing? Were you coming up with those types? Of
We
things?
had one guy that he did a lot of the writing.
Okay.
You know, as far as music, we all kind of put
Pitched
it
in
together.
and okay. And you all rode together. Did you guys have a bus? Did you guys caravan? How did you guys get places?
We had a green Ford Econoline van.
Yeah.
With a trailer hooked on the back.
Cool.
And we all slept in the van.
Excellent. Now, these people that were in this band, do you still talk to them and see these people?
A
or-
couple of them.
Okay.
A couple of them I do, but the others just kind of moved away.
Okay. Now, the lead singer, did she finally come to grips with?
I think so. I
Okay.
have not.
Don't know
talked
where
to
she
her.
is.
I have no clue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
been
right.
a long
She runs a chain
time
of lesbian clubs
just getting
throughout
ready to
the
say.
Midwest.
Yes. Yes. Okay. But you keep in touch with some.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
All right. And don't miss the road at all.
Not at all.
Not into that.
Pretty rough. You know, I mean, it's fun first couple months.
Sure.
And
Why
then
not?
not.
It's not. What
fun
do you
until
think when
it's
you
not.
were younger and on the road? What did you not like?
About being on the road.
Yeah. What was the real? I mean, overall, it was just
No sleep.
okay. Just never get enough sleep.
Yeah, and just traveling constantly. I mean, like I said, it was fun for a couple months,
Yeah.
but you get done playing, you tear down. I mean, we didn't have roadies, we didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
You get done, you tear down, load the
Take
trailer
off
out,
driving.
and you go.
And I'm guessing to save money and do things right, you probably slept in the van most of the time.
Oh, yeah,
You didn't stay in a
yeah,
hotel
yeah.
or anything.
Yep.
Oh my. Okay. So then you're also well known for sound. When did the DJ thing start coming around? When did you get into that?
I did that when probably my senior year high
Okay.
school. Kind of dabbled in that.
And that was just for like friends' parties, like
Yeah,
people
in the
having-
high school. I actually, one of the yearbooks, my wife and I were up at the library looking through one of the yearbooks at Frankfurt, and she said, "Hey, this is my class," you know, and I said, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, we're looking through." She goes, "Look at that." And there's a guy DJing one of the dances at
Yeah.
the high school. It was me.
It's you.
Yeah, I had no clue. I said, "Wow, that looks like me." And she's like, "It is you." And I said, "Oh,
And
you
this is
should
your,
do your dances."
and that was your wife. Wow.
Yeah.
Even-
That's crazy.
All right, this next song goes out to which one of you young teens wants to marry me in the future? Very good.
Yeah, and then my kids are like, "Oh, that's gross." I didn't even know who she was then.
You didn't
I
even
mean,
know it was there at all.
It's just hilarious.
So who got you started into that? 'Cause you said you were kind of then you got going working with somebody else on the DJing kind of thing.
Yeah, a
Help me
friend
out.
of ours, he hung out with us. He DJ'd. He had a business, and he just kind of hired us to.
So then did you then get like as it moved on, you bought like his equipment? You
Yeah, I
your own-
bought his whole.
You bought his whole setup.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, then you were running it.
Yep.
And then you've done for years weddings, parties.
Did you ever do karaoke?
I never got into the karaoke
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
I knew it was a fad for a minute, so like
Yeah, I don't like handing people a microphone that's $800, and here you can
Yeah.
you can sing, and you know,
And who knows what they're going to say?
yeah, and they're gonna tap.
I know,
it,
right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Who knows what's going to say into a microphone?
right.
So, how has it changed since you started till now?
Oh wow.
Right.
The music just keeps getting shittier.
But as
Yeah,
far as
that-
but as far as the business, when you first started, did you have cassettes or did you bring albums?
I had record galore,
Okay.
45s,
Yeah.
just cassettes, no CDs, you know,
Not around
not
yet.
even
Yeah.
around yet. But I mean, crate after crate after crate. Now I got a little external hard drive. It's got like 70,000 songs.
Absolutely.
You know, it's
When-
just crazy.
When you started with albums and cassettes, how would that work? So would you meet with the people and you would just bring along probably what they're looking for, or did you always have to bring this whole catalog every time you went, just in
Brought
case?
everything because you didn't know. I mean,
Okay.
it's not like now where you can just look it up real quick and boom, it's
Yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
go. You know, you had to go through and try to find it. And
Did that fill like a whole van? Just the just the music.
oh yeah. And then
Besides
you had
the
your
equipment.
speakers, and it was crazy.
Did you have several assistants at that time to help?
Just
with
one
stuff like that.
Yeah, I had one guy that helped.
Okay. All right. And then now it's all on the external hard drive.
Yep.
Do you find, are people still, do they want a person there? Because I mean, I can see some people like, well, why would I have a deal? I can just put, Uncle Tony can use his phone.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff,
You get
know?
that sometimes. Yeah.
But people, I think, generally would like someone there to take care of things.
Oh yeah,
It's their
yeah.
special day.
Do the
They-
announcing and all that.
Yeah.
And,
So you also like run through games and can will you do that for them?
Little bit of
Like,
MCing.
like the
Oh
MC
yeah.
part,
Oh yeah.
those type of things.
Yeah, and we do like the anniversary dance and the
Okay.
shoe game and all this stuff. And
Nice.
I've been to a wedding that you did, and the entrance was fun.
Oh,
Those
they're
are like that's probably the base for TikTok and everything else. It's just
What was the wedding? What happened? What was the
just the entrance of the party, the wedding party coming
Okay.
into the reception was just really fun. I don't remember exactly what they did, but they all had like something quirky they did. It was neat.
Okay.
Pyrotechnics and laser life.
No, there were
done
no,
that.
So do you do that? You used to do that too? Was there that
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
it too?
yeah. You have sometimes you have if they want it.
Okay. And if it permits,
I try to stay away from that because of the fireworks.
just in case. Yeah, we don't want a great white.
I was getting ready to ask what name of that band was.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
white.
Don't
Yeah,
want the
no
great
great white.
Ready
Yeah.
for the exits. Yeah. So now, how about doing weddings and over the years? Do you got a story for us or something you could tell us about a wild wedding or a crazy time, something you didn't expect that people requested? Or?
Well, I've had one wedding we did a few years ago. The bride was so drunk she passed out on the dance floor. Had to call an ambulance to come and get her, take her to the hospital.
Oh my
pump her
God.
stomach.
And the groom didn't drink, and he just standing there.
Oh.
And I felt bad for him, but
He sounds lame.
yeah, that was kind of weird.
I would be just as
Plenty of room.
laying right
Plenty of room available for the dollar dance now. Actually, we're going to need it for the
We need,
healthcare coverage for the dead bride.
we need a stand-in. Is there anybody?
ambulance ride.
So she passes out in the middle of this thing and has to be taken to a hospital.
Oh yeah. They had,
Oh,
she
my
wouldn't
gosh.
come to. And
That's
they had
when
to
the
call an
bridesmaid
ambulance.
steps up and
That's right.
takes one for the team.
Did the wedding end there? Did people like pack up and it was
Yeah,
over?
they tried to keep it going, but it kind of killed the mood.
Yeah, it
kills
killed
the
the
mood.
mood.
The
the
bride
bride
going, yeah,
goes unconscious.
yeah. We had one too that we found out later on that the majority of the bridesmaids used to be strippers. And
This is great.
the end of the
fun.
night, there were lap dances going on.
That's amazing.
Oh, sorry.
I love that. No, you're good.
We were kind of shocked on that. We were like, okay, because they got the chairs out and
Yeah.
there they go, and we're like, okay.
Whoa.
And they were coming. I felt like I was in a club, not
Yeah.
that big of one, but,
And you're running the music.
and they come up, hey, play this and this, and we're like, okay.
Oh, sorry.
So we play all these songs for them, and the one girl comes up and just throws money at us, and I'm like, what's that for? And she goes, oh, I always tip DJs. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll take it.
Shirley
Generally,
collect it.
they set it into my hand.
Yeah, but she just came, just
They do that at the
it.
strip club too. Go up there
Well,
and throw it in the jar.
They're
So-
strippers.
Played my song.
We took it.
Was the bride a stripper too?
No, she
Okay,
was
she's new strippers.
just her friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Never getting invited to those weddings.
No kidding.
You
That
got
was a
the
crazy
2-day Karen marathon wedding, and then mine's
That's
just
true.
Mine's just the courthouse.
Yours just the courthouse.
Go to ones with strippers. Man,
Man, so it was this one too. Was it huge? Was there a lot of people? Were there a whole lot of people there?
Probably 150 people there.
Okay.
Probably.
Now were the groomsmen like Chippendale dudes?
yeah.
Not really.
Okay, just regular
No,
guys.
No, it was the total opposite.
Did everyone stay late enough to get this?
Oh, yeah.
This okay, so everyone knew what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
We're really here for
Were
the
cell
strip club
phones
stuff.
Were cell phones a
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
I was gonna say, I bet they were like texting. Hey,
I was honestly
guess
thinking in
what's
my head.
happening
Yeah.
right now?
I was honestly thinking in my head if I could figure out what date it was, I'd probably be able to like pick out what stripper songs they probably had to play.
True. Well, he probably knows.
yeah.
I don't even remember, honestly.
You just remember the dances. Woo!
Everybody's backing that ass up.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Anything that odd requests that somebody wanted you to do that you couldn't do?
No, I did have one guy come up and request a song. He was kind of a bigger guy, and he said, "Do you care if I skate in here?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Bring my roller skates in. I want to skate to this song." And I went, "Okay."
Yeah.
And he was on one. He was drunk.
Okay.
Not bad, but
Yeah.
and I thought, okay, this is going to be interesting. He comes in, puts skates on, looks at me and gives me a thumbs up. I start the song. Come to find out, he competed in these skating.
There's a whole crew of folks around here.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, he was amazing. He was doing the splits,
Break
and jump-
dances and the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
9 yards. Yeah.
I was just in shock. We were all just going, "What?"
What was the song that he danced to?
It was some instrumental thing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it was really cool.
Yeah, there's a whole crew of
Awesome.
people that still do that all the time.
Oh, I know some people do some.
Yeah,
roller
he
skating.
travels and
Yeah.
I would have had no idea.
Shout
Shout
out
out
the
to-
roller skates.
Shout out to Josh Cox.
Josh Cox, he a roller
Yeah, he
skating
was the
legend?
regular at my bar up there, and
Okay.
he literally we cleared the tables out so he could roller skate inside the bar because he's break dancing, doing the whole 9 yards. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was unbelievable.
showed up to the bar on skates from wherever it was he came from, and then came in the bar and started. We just moved everything out of the way and learned breakdance.
And this person that did yours, he wasn't the person getting married. He was
No,
a
he was
random
just
person
a
at the
random-
wedding.
He was a guest, yeah, and just
Wow.
yeah, I thought, oh, this isn't going to end good, because he's bringing roller skates into this place, and
Yeah.
no, it was cool. I was shocked.
Interesting. So, how about non-weddings? Have you ever had to do an event that was very different, like
A bar mitzvah.
something that just isn't a wedding? Maybe someone's kind of like a family reunion. They wanted you there. Something different that fit that mold. Or is it
Well,
mostly-
I've done like as far as weddings, I did a Hispanic and white wedding together.
yeah.
Kind of crazy. They had a band and me, and I mean,
Oh, you were there at the same time.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was huge. I mean, it was crazy.
Did they work it out though? Where like the band played one and you played, or you
Yeah,
on different
yeah, we
times?
just kind of went.
Oh,
It was neat. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
having two there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did your band that you're in, would they play for a wedding? If somebody like you could,
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
A lot of the stuff we do, you could dance to. And
but generally most of the time in the band you're in now, it's for Pete's sake.
yeah, we're in bars or we're like
Gotcha.
we played at Prairie Creek in October, and
Okay.
What kind of music you guys play?
a lot of classic stuff.
Cool.
Like
Classic rock.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of fun.
Where do you look to go for this spring and summer? What are you guys looking to do?
We do a lot of we'll do private parties and things like that. Play some clubs and
How many people are in the band?
just four.
Just four.
Yeah.
Okay, four guys.
You
Is
ever
it four
dress
guys
up
or
like
is the
the
lead singer?
Beatles?
You ever dress up like the Beatles?
Is the lead singer as a guy or is it-
Pete
oh,
is his name.
oh, it's Pete.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
Okay. All
Pete's sake. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Now, have you ever played in a bar where he gets hit on quite a bit and he doesn't understand why?
Why are all these lesbians hitting on me?
Why are all these lesbians hitting on Pete? No.
For Pete's
would've been
sake,
good.
why are all these lesbians
would've
hitting
been
on me?
good.
Okay. Any other wild stories you can tell?
I've seen brides getting fights.
The fights.
Yeah.
Several
on the
fights.
dance floor. Yeah.
The fights where you've seen brides get in fights. Who are they fighting with?
you know,
Ex-girlfriends of the
Random
groom.
bitches.
yeah, guys or girls. I mean, they'll get mad, or I've seen it. Just
Other than the bride passing out and that kind of ruined everything, any other weddings you did where something like that happened and it was just over and you had to just kind of like pack your stuff up?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
guess this is
that-
over.
we did one where the bride was mad at one of the groomsmen for some reason.
Yeah.
Walked up, punched him right in the face, right on the dance floor. Boom, right in the face.
Okay.
Oh,
and blood goes I hit him in the nose, and blood's everywhere, and that kind of
gosh. That's
killed the mood again.
That's the end.
And it was all alcohol,
Oh, sure. Oh, alcohol
I bet he didn't do whatever he did again.
Yeah, he
That-
just
that'll
kind
learn
of
him.
did one of these, and she was ready to come at him again. I don't know what she was mad about, but she's got blood on her dress, and
Good
so
gravy.
we kind of
Karen, you didn't tell us about any of this shit at your wedding.
calmed that one down.
Okay. But the good news is that you get paid before.
Yeah,
So if you want to punch and fight and might be here 10 minutes,
Do whatever
you're
you
fine
want.
with that.
This pay-per-view has been bought. Yeah.
That's
all
right.
pays the same.
Like
yep.
a Tyson fight.
Exactly.
Have Is there a song that still gets requested all the time, even though you've been doing it this long? That still is like they always want to hear. Is there one that sticks out?
Piano Man, Closing Time. You know,
Piano Man.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about this a little bit before we went on. Kieran, you like the Piano Man? The song? Do you like
I
it?
like James's version the best.
Yeah, my version was pretty good.
that was good.
I
Yeah.
know.
James was just singing it because I told him how much annoying I think that song is. I hate
We're like
that
trying
song.
to get James to do it.
But I
apparently
used all
he won't.
different words.
Yes,
It was on the fly.
use different words.
Sometimes the Weird Al events, you just have to be there for it.
You're a wordsmith.
Yeah, we got to get 100 followers before I start singing.
There we
Put your
go.
Michael Jackson gloves back on and try.
So Piano Man, one that definitely spans the test of time. Is there one that used to be popular years ago that people no longer what's not getting played at the wedding anymore?
Oh,
you
gosh.
notice what are they not doing?
The WAP isn't getting played anymore.
No, WAP is
WAP is very popular.
WAP is
The
hitting.
kids love dancing to
that's
that.
later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
I told you there are times.
Yes.
You gotta have different
Yeah,
times.
that's later on.
Sheesh.
Like the Bon Jovi kind of stuff. You know, people used to want that all the
Yeah.
time. Living on a Prayer. And
Gotcha. That's kind of
just kind of and
kinda
it
gone.
changes every year. You know, it got to kind of keep up with everything. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're all on Meg the Stallion.
Meg the Stallion. Is that a rapper? Is that a person?
Yeah, she has the in her title too. Meg the Stallion.
Oh,
She's along the same lines as Cardi B.
cool.
Yeah. I know you don't internet, so
Good. I know I get on the internet. I just I don't know much about new rap music.
Yeah. Not happening.
Keep us. So then, do you have to kind of stay with stuff to know what people are asking?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you
And
keep
I
with
mainly,
these.
you know, it's funny. I'll ask my kids.
kids. Yep.
They're, you know,
What is this?
24,
What's going on?
25, 26 years old.
So are you a Swiftie?
I'm not personally. Nope.
So other than Rush,
Couldn't help it.
what is your influences? What do you?
You know, Rush is just mainly that's the
Number
big
one.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Bon Jovi, you know, when he came out, my hair looked like Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's part of the fun.
Ooh.
because I was a part of the Market Square Arena kind of.
A
Oh
lot
yeah.
of Aquanet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
A lot of
I did
Aquanet.
that all the
Heck
time
yeah.
too. Yeah. I had big hair. You look on my Facebook page. It's amazing.
Facebook has the classic shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can find that.
It's crazy.
Now, your Facebook page, is that also where people can find you to hire you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. The
Okay.
business page. Yeah.
And and is it just
Large Sound LLC.
Large Sound LLC? Okay. And you just do the sound.
Mm-hmm.
No extras.
Well, I just for weddings, yeah.
Yeah, just
The
hosting a little
lights
bit,
and
of the
all that.
MC stuff.
Yeah.
But- okay.
The lights and
All right.
run sound for bands too every once in a while.
Oh, do you? Any certain bands you have to follow?
we
them?
Prairie Creek, we do a lot up there for
Oh,
them.
for the things here in town when
Uh-huh.
you're
Yeah.
the guy running the sound. for
Yeah, a
that.
lot of them. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah,
That keeps you busy in the summer then for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then late fall.
Busy
Okay.
all the time.
And do you like doing the sound things where you do that, or do you like the wedding bit? What do you like better? Is there
Honestly, I like playing drums in
the
the
best?
band.
Best.
That's
Yeah.
the best. Playing music.
That's the
If
But
you could,
the
yeah.
DJing pays better, and
Okay.
you know.
Okay. The DJ's a little bit better.
yeah.
And people do tip you.
Huh?
You're always there for tips. Is there a jar out there too while you're out
I
there?
don't do the jar.
Don't do the
thing.
jar.
I think
just
that looks
just
kind of
as and when. Yeah, sure. Exactly.
It's an open guitar case.
But, or a
like
drum.
Jason
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason used to do that.
Okay. So is there anything coming up soon? Are you booked?
I got
or-
wedding this Friday. Yeah, Greenwood.
Ooh, the Arctic
Okay.
Frost wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun loading in.
So
They're
most-
not having that at the park.
that one might not be outside. When you do these weddings, do you have a limit? I mean, I'm not going to go to Ohio. I mean, do you have a?
Now,
You
I
go
go to
anywhere.
Chicago, Ohio, Kentucky.
So have you had some far away ones where they really want you to come a long way?
Yep.
So then you just roll
It'll
that into the
cost them.
price, right? I mean, they have to pay for
Yeah.
that.
I usually don't. I don't really like going to Chicago area. I just
Okay.
And what happens a lot is I'll make the price a lot higher than I usually would.
Just
and the next thing I'm hearing is, who do I send deposit to?
Try to price them out.
Okay.
It's
Price them
oh,
out and they
here we
won't
go.
do
Yeah,
it.
and then I'm mad because I didn't price it higher than I said. But
So why not go to Chicago? Is it the venue's hard to find? They may have rules
no,
at the venues.
just a lot of the just loading in and loading out,
Driving there,
the-
crime,
just
and I
Yeah.
got
What you
lots
can
of
leave out.
equipment that could be
Gone if
yeah,
if you
and
do
I
the wrong
don't
thing.
stay there, so I have to drive back home because
Right.
I don't want to park and have somebody steal.
You have a
my
license to
trailer.
carry?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Got a pistol. He's
Yeah, I
ready.
carry all the time with that.
He's
yeah.
a DJ. He's got to. He's got
Yeah.
equipment in there.
Yeah,
Got stuff going on.
Yep.
all good.
So Chicago, try to stay away from. You said you've been to Kentucky, some other places.
Yeah,
Anywhere
Ohio.
way destination? Have you been to like the Bahamas? Somebody fly you there or something?
Not quite there yet.
Okay. Okay.
I would though.
Yeah. So when you got married, who did your DJing? I always like to ask that. If you're a dentist, who does your teeth? You know, if you're a DJ, who does your DJing?
My son and my daughter got married the last 2 years, and I've got some really good friends that DJ, and that was kind of their gift.
They took
to
care
it.
of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and we do that. You know, I help them out too. So,
Okay. Now, what do you do when you're not DJing? When you're not practicing the drums? You got any other hobbies? What else? What else you into? What do you like to do?
hanging out with my wife and my kids, and
Hanging out with the wife and the kids.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
Now,
about it.
your wife, I think she's a year behind me. She's a singer. She still sings. She's a singer.
You know, she's got the greatest voice, and I have a little recording studio at my house, and we'll record, and I'll have her sing, and
Yeah.
she don't want to sing out anymore. She
She doesn't want to do that anymore.
yeah, and she's amazing. I mean, she's got that soulful.
Yeah.
and I mean, she's only about this tall. Yeah, I mean, 4'10".
Belts it out.
Yeah, and you would just be like, what? You know, and she just. And my oldest boy plays drums, my youngest plays violin, and my daughter, we always say she's looking pretty. She's more into, like, she was into dancing at school and you know,
Okay.
tap and
Hey,
all
somebody's
that
got to book the events.
yeah,
You know, it's got to be that side of it.
exactly.
Now, did your current wife, does she ever play to something with you, sing and play? Does she play any
You
piano?
know, it's funny.
or-
I played with Jason Wells. I played with him for about 5 years, and we were playing in Monticello, and we got my wife up. We played the song American Band. It's got the cowbell.
All right.
So we're like, hey, Michelle, come up here and have you play the cowbell.
Didn't work out.
She
Not a lot of rhythm.
I said,
Oh.
just hit it, you know, and I was giving her the tempo. We start, and somehow her and I weren't in sync, and it wasn't good.
Oh, and that was your last night in the Jason Wells band. You're
Hands
fired.
were off. We gotta let you go.
Oh, it was. I kept looking at her, and I'm like, you know, and
Speed it up,
and
babe.
she's
Ding.
trying, and she, you know,
Ding, 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 ding.
she said, "I sing, I don't play the cowbell." I was like,
You've got the rhythm. She's got the melody. Now we know.
It was pretty funny though.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Was that the last time she sang publicly?
No. She
Okay,
did-
to make sure
she-
that wasn't
she
the
just
thing.
did the
Played the
cowbell
cowbell.
thing.
Ruined
Shamed
it.
her into not
Well, even
doing
that,
it.
just like being in front of people. Okay, right. But you don't think there's any chance? You don't think
No,
she'll
I
ever?
have tried, and she's had people call her and you know ask her to do some event and sing a couple songs, and she just don't.
So she'll just sing around the house just for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, she
and
sings
that's
all the
it.
time at the house. It sounds amazing, and I'll just stop and I'll say, "Why are you wasting that?" You know, and I just don't want to. You know,
Now, is she a churchgoer? Is she even sing in church or something?
she used to every once in
Okay.
a while, the praise team and stuff.
Yeah.
But she just
Done. How about your son? Now, is he in a band too? You said he's a drummer.
no. It's funny. I have his drum set at my house.
Okay.
And he plays and he's amazing. He's really good. But he said that's just not my thing. He's a videographer, so he does weddings and things like that too.
Oh,
and
nice.
he just said that's not my deal.
Yeah, just more of a hobby.
Yeah,
Really,
I mean
side
he
thing.
just wasn't into it.
And how about the violinist?
He plays every once in a while. He doesn't play anywhere. He just likes to play it. And,
Okay, so everybody just
yeah,
darn it.
I'm
you
the
got all
only
these
one that
you guys
gets out.
dang musicians around. You can't get them to do
I
anything.
know. I'm the only one that gets out.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the son who plays drums, you said is a videographer. Do you guys work then together? I mean, are you guys
Sometimes.
like a team?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there
My-
a family discount? You know, you get two.
Yeah, if you hire both of you, is it some sort of discount?
Well, what's even funnier, my wife is a nail tech. She has a shop. She has a shop,
I'll
and
do
my
your
daughter
nails.
cuts hair.
Oh my gosh.
So we kind of have.
and you could do the wet. Yeah, if
I
you just,
sell that in with my stuff, and
He makes the tires.
I say, if you had a seamstress, you're done.
He makes
Like,
the
you
tires.
got
He
it.
sells gasoline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got it
Yeah,
all
that is.
covered for your wedding.
Smart.
yep.
Your wedding needs. Now, when do you see yourself being done? Are you just going to do this, or do you,
You know,
think
that's
one
so
of these
funny.
days?
My wife just asked me that not too long ago. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
music I've done forever.
Yeah.
and I can't probably when I die.
I just say do until you can't. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
I mean,
norm.
I've had both hands operated on before because of playing.
Oh, okay.
And I still
And you're still doing it.
this one twice, my right one twice, and when I came in the second time, the doctor said, "Still playing drums, aren't you?" And I said, "Yep." And he goes, "I can only fix them so many times." And I said, "I know."
Oh, jeez. Man, you got like that reminds me of people getting stung with the Africanized bees. You can get, some people can die instantly, but some people, it's actually that poison has like, there's a number for everybody. So you can get stung like 4 times by one till it's going to kill you. So you got to play the drums. One of these days, your hand's not going to work anymore.
Or
I
just-
know.
Or he'll just swing back and it goes flying.
It just hands comes off.
Yeah.
But you're surrounded by people who have hands. So
Yeah.
you should,
Oh,
you
yeah.
should be okay. That's spooky. Is it something specific that you have that
Just
does
the
that to you?
carpal tunnel thing is what it was.
Okay,
Repetitive.
so that's why your wife is asking. She doesn't want you to lose your hands.
Yeah,
all
she's just ready for me to be done.
It's all
Right,
those
we know.
blast beats. He was.
So
I'm a metalhead. I'm sorry. People at home that know what blast beats are laughing.
before we go, do you have any final words, any inspirational words for drummers? Anybody that's getting ready to be a drummer? Now, James here does some drumming. And he's getting ready to get back into it a bit.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
awesome.
he does. So,
That's
any
awesome.
what's something that my son is doing some drumming too?
Really?
What should beginning drummers know? What's the advice from somebody that's played for years?
Don't give up. I mean, it gets frustrating, but and the cool. I used to give lessons years ago, and it was great when you'd have some younger kid come in, and I'm teaching them a 4/4 beat. That's a very basic beat. You
Yeah.
can play anything to that beat,
Yeah,
and they'll say, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that." And by the time they leave, you watch them, and it just clicks, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, is that it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. That's all it is." And I'm like, "Yeah,
that's it.
It's just counting. You know,
Yes.
you're just counting.
A little bit of math.
And that was just the best, you know.
To
and
see
you
'em
their
excited.
face and oh my gosh. And
You say you used to do that. You don't do lessons anymore.
no, I
Okay.
did for probably 4 or 5 years and
Okay.
just stopped. I didn't have time.
Because my son's just getting into it, and he was playing with a little bit of a track, and then I was telling the bandmates last week that then I was listening to him, and I heard him, and he's starting to do the transitions to the next. Yeah, and
That's
so he's
great. That's
starting to
great.
get it. Yeah, it's very nice.
Then you sit down and Michael asks you to play something that's offbeat, and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm out."
It's a little bit different. Yeah, yeah. The bar is set a little bit higher,
Yeah.
not quite that simple 4/4. Well, Jay, thanks for coming by.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being a fan
enjoy
of the show.
I watch it all the time. And
Thank you so
I've
much.
seen every one of them. Guy I work with, he said, "Hey, you got to watch this." And I'm like, I'm not really into those kind of
Podcasts
things.
and things.
And
Yeah.
I watched the first one. I'm like, man. Then I watched the second one. I'm like, yeah, now I got to watch them all. So
Thank you.
We got
you're
him.
welcome.
And please tell others.
Oh, I do. I have
'Cause
been. I have been.
Yeah, we'd really like to do this for our jobs.
Yeah, I have.
You know. But Jay, I also the good news is you came on. People get a shirt if they come because that
Yeah.
he was one of them. Like,
Yeah.
hey, my friend Jay wants to know. He's a fan of your show. How do you get one of those shirts? How much do they cost? I'm like, how about you just come on the show and you can have one?
He was the first person to hit me up on Facebook and say something about it.
Bam,
Yeah, that's
bam. The
awesome.
shirt is yours.
That is awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah.
and we'll definitely have you back again.
Thank
I know
you.
the summertime is your busy time.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
try to squeeze you in when we
Crazy.
can. And now today you're off to do a little bit of work, and I hope you enjoy yourself. But it was fun talking to you.
Hey, you guys too.
Thanks
Nice meeting
again.
you guys.
Thanks
Good to
again
meet
for
you, man.
coming in. We appreciate it. Hope you had a wonderful time. Did you have a wonderful time?
I did. Thank you.
You're just waiting for Ryan to get home. Okay. Just waiting. He's going to be here soon. James, have a good day.
Yeah, it's all
Good luck tonight.
Yeah.
I hope the team wins.
Hoping, but no, I'm not. I don't. I
okay.
have some hope.
It's all right.
Cowboys lost. I've already got one win in the
That
playoffs.
makes you happy.
Yeah, that does make me happy.
Yes, when the enemies.
It's sad now that other people's misery is what's making me happy.
Yeah,
but
but
it's also cool all at the same time.
That's all right. That's all right. Well,
How
enjoy
about them
yourself.
Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Well, thanks again for tuning in. We're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. We want to thank Scott Wilson and the gang for putting this all this together. This is absolutely fabulous. Join us Wednesday, the 17th.
Yes.
It'll just be us three, just kind of talking. I don't know what we'll talk about. We'll find something to talk about, right? Yeah, or who knows? Maybe by then we'll have some things people send in to talk
Yes,
about as
that
well.
would be so
Yeah, send us some
cool.
topics.
That's right. Yes, help us. Help us. Give us a direction. We don't know what to do.
Please.
So once again, thank you for tuning in. Remember, treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up and go make somebody laugh today. Thank you.